everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm CJ in SoCal, and today I'm going to be reviewing my women's Seiko 5. This was a present that I got from my husband, I think last year for my birthday, and it's actually been one of my favorite watches to wear. And so I'll move the table down so I can give you guys a close-up of the watch and give you more details of the watch. But first, a quick watch check, of course. I am actually wearing a men's watch right now. I did an unboxing of this watch a couple of years ago. It's the Seiko SGF204. I had to look it up just before saying that title because Seiko always has strange serial number names. But yeah, it's the two-tone silver and gold watch. So all right, let's pan down. Okay, I have moved us down to table level so that I could give you guys a nice close-up view of the watch, because this is pretty small. So yes, this is the Seiko, women's Seiko 5. SYMK13K1 is actually the model number for this. So this is an automatic watch. Actually, this was my no, this was not my first automatic watch. The Showa was my first automatic watch. This was a gift from my husband, like I said. I think he gave it to me last year for my birthday, because he knew I had been wanting to get a watch this small. I had always wanted to get a small watch. This is supposed to be a 24 millimeter case, so this on mine is actually measuring right at, there you go, 24. So it's 24 millimeters, and the height about 10. So mine is reading about 10.2 millimeters. So that's the thickness. While we're here, might as well go through everything. Lug to lug is roughly 31 millimeters, and the bracelet is just under 12 millimeters, and the bracelet thickness, if you guys need to know, is 2.5 millimeters, roughly 2.5, 2.6. Oh wait, yeah, maybe 2.7 millimeters. I don't know how accurate my measure is, but yeah. So those are the dimensions of the watch. So this is a caliber 4207, automatic movement, like I said, and I think it says on here it's 21 joules. This is supposed to have a 24-hour power reserve, according to a few of according to a few websites that I found. But I've been wearing this every day for about the last week to 2 weeks, maybe week and a half, just to see if I could get a gauge on how much power reserve it actually has. For me, I actually got about maybe 5 to 6 hours of power reserve. I don't know if there's something wrong with my watch in particular, but I normally just wear it about once or twice a week to work. It was only recently, just for this video, that I started to wear it for like a whole week, at least, to see how well it kept time and how much the power reserve was. I basically would put it on before I left for work at 7 in the morning, and then when I get home at 4:30 after work, I would take it off, and it kept time really well. It was pretty accurate. Can't say any plus or minus anything, because I think it basically stayed on time. But when I would take it off around 4:30, when I get home, I would notice the time would stop probably around 11:20, 11:30 at night. Maybe only once it actually did last for about 12 hours, but for the most part it would stop at about 5 to 6 hours power reserve. So that's for me. I don't know if it has anything to do with the amount of movement I do. I do work mainly in the office now, in the clinics. I do mostly sitting down and on the computer, but I mean, it's just normal movement. So yeah, that's my spiel on the Power Reserve. Let's see, more detail. I'm kind of all over the place, but I'll go into more detail about the physical watch itself. So we went over the measurements already. The bezel is a polished steel and it is stationary, it doesn't move. And here's the crown, just kind of a plain polished steel crown. This is polished on the edges as well. The crown is push-pull, so you could adjust the date and the day, and one click, if I could get to the one click, will get you to adjust the day. I think if you go up, yeah, if you go up, you're changing the day, and if you go down, you change the date. And if you want to pull all the way out to the second click, that will actually adjust the time itself. So yeah, pretty basic date feature. Does have loom on the hands, as well as little dots of loom on the numbers. I'll do a little cut scene to when it's darker so I could show off the loom. The loom is not exciting, but it's there. And I think, no, there is a little 5 in the middle. I don't think there's a loom on the 5. But yeah, so that's that on the loom. And the crystal, it's not sapphire. It is, I guess, but it is scratch resistant. It's scratch resistant hard Lex crystal. And yeah, pretty nice. I'm trying to shine on the crystal so you can see that there really is no scratches there. I'll just show off some of the wear here, and you could tell that I do love this watch because you could see all the scratches that are on the bracelet itself and on the links. I do love the design detail of the alternating brushed and polished steel here. So it's not in your face. This is super worn. It's not in your face, but it's a really nice and elegant, subtle design with the links here. And clasp closure right here with the Seiko 5 logo. You can see how worn it is. And you could adjust the size yourself at home if you have a proper I guess watch toolkit. My husband was able to do it for me, but you see those arrows, they do point to these little buttons that you'll need a pin for to, I guess, push on some kind of release here to release the links, but it is pretty difficult to remove and I guess resize. You could almost see the amount of effort it took. It did take quite a bit of work for him to release it. So, I mean, probably wish it was a little bit easier to adjust, but at least they try to give you some direction on how to do it at home if you are able to with a watch kit or a watch toolkit. There it is. See, there's a little scratch right there where the arrow is. That was done by my husband because he had an awful hard time trying to adjust it for me. But yeah. So yeah, that is basically it for my review on this watch. It is one of my favorite watches to wear. I wear it quite frequently. I try to wear it at least once a week, once or twice a week, because I do try to rotate all of my watches so they all each get their own wear time. I typically wear this for semi-formal events because it is a thinner watch. I do think the thinner watches are more elegant than the bigger, bulkier watches. I know women are starting to go, well, I don't know, I know women are starting to go to the bigger watches. They were at least at one point, but I think everyone's starting to trend smaller again. I do prefer this size. I do want to get the women's size of this. And I think it is more of like a 24-25 size. So yeah, Yep. So I will try to close out again. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope to see you again next time. Bye-bye.